So last year at Christmas, during our Treatmas episodes, I done a white trash recipe. One of my friends here actually suggested it, and we tried it for the first time, and it was delicious. We're gonna try that today, but we're gonna change it up, do like a peanut butter, a fall version. So I got everything ready. We're gonna go ahead and experiment, and we're gonna get everything put into this bowl first. I'll try to just write out a recipe down below. Y'all know how I am about that though. I try my best. Anyways, we're gonna put some of these original bugles in here. I thought these would have a nice little fall feel because they kind of look like cornucopias. No, just me? Okay. We're gonna call that 2 cups. We're gonna call that 3. And then I have a candy bar here that I just cut up into little, I'm hitting the camera, I'm sorry. Just cut them up into little semi-rectangles, squares, whatever the shape is. And we're just gonna put a few of those in there. Not all of them, because I wanna put some, mix them kind of on the top of it. And the peanut butter will probably melt it. I didn't think of that. And then to give it more of a fall feel, we're gonna use some Reese's Pieces. Figured to tell us the right color for this dish. I would have added candy corn too, but I gave Lily my leftover candy corn. I made her like a little mix of the nuts, peanuts and candy corn together. It's delicious. I made her some of that with the leftover candy corn, but I'll put some of these nuts in here. Probably about a cup, maybe a cup and a half of those. And then in our peanut butter jar here, there was probably like 1/4 of a cup of peanut butter. I just made sure all the metal was off of it and went ahead and just melted it in here. We're gonna get it added into here. It's going slower than I expected, so we're gonna go in and help it. And then we're just gonna mix this up, and since this fork has already got peanut butter on it, I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. And with our melted white chocolate or almond bark, I'm just gonna go in and get this all over it nicely. This was about half, no, a little bit less than half of a block, I think. You know, you can make more or less depending on how much of the mix you want to do. I tried to control myself because I'll probably eat most of this. Oh, I forgot. I was going to add some of this because this won't stick to, you know, I figured it wouldn't stick unless we had the white chocolate. This is just some of the Heath, some of the little Heath bits. Just going to get it stirred in here. And now, it says onto wax paper or parchment paper, and I'm completely out of both of those. So I just got one of my dough sheets here. It's actually a lunch tray, but we use it for dough. Got one of them lined with some foil paper, which it's pretty cool in here, so it's already sitting up pretty good for me. But you just put it down and kind of lay it out thin and break it, not break it up, but you know, break up the chocolate so it's not as big of clumps. Typically this uses cereal. I completely forgot about the cereal, or I would have put at least Chex in it. Probably would have put the Cheerios too, because I just think it tastes better with it. I love Chex cereal, especially in recipes like this. However, I got stuck on wanting to make sure I bought bugles to put in it, because I thought that'd be super cute for extra little fall additive, and then I forgot about the cereal part of it. Now we're just going to go in with this leftover chocolate bits. Now this probably won't stick to anything, but it's not a big deal. You just get the little bits in your hand when you get it, and you eat it, and you enjoy it. Just going to put all that in there. And then I'm going to go in with the rest of the Reese's Pieces here and just sprinkle those on top. And there you have it. It'll set up. It's setting, sorry, didn't mean to hit you. It's setting up already because it's, like I said, it's pretty cool in here. It's not cold, but it's cool. And I already had the chocolate melted. Wanted to talk and stuff without having the microwave going. Anyways, I think it's gonna be good. These are super salty, so I think it's gonna be delicious. That is really good. Definitely a good combination if you like salty and sweet, which I do. I really like salty with sweet stuff. But we're gonna let it completely cool and then we'll break it up, which it don't really need broke up because I did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself. But we'll put it into our big, like, half-gallon mason jar. That way it stays nice and fresh and crunchy, and hope that I don't eat it all in one day. But it's delicious. This is, I'm gonna go ahead and add some more of these too. This is one of the recipes that I like to do at Christmas. It's especially good if you want to do like handmade treats. Even more so if the family you're wanting to give to has little kids, because y'all know little kids love stuff like this. That's probably why I like it so much. But I'll probably do it again at Christmas and share that version as well. It's delicious. Definitely use the mixed nuts instead of cocktail peanuts or whatever you're supposed to use. This is a game changer, I promise. So good. I told y'all that this is dangerous. I'm already eating it and it's not even broken up yet. It is so good. And I have to step away from this food. Okay, so we're gonna try something we've never done before. We're gonna do the Hillbilly Chili, just because I like the name of it. And it says to like toast the chili seasoning. It's supposed to make the flavor better. I don't know, figured we'd at least give it a go here. The original recipe used a Instapot, but it also gave the stovetop decorations, close enough, directions. I'm just gonna cook it on the stovetop top and then put it on the back and let it simmer until it's time to eat this evening. And then we'll also add the final touches closer to time to eat it as well. So I'm just gonna watch it close here. I wish I had the French's Chili-O, but I don't. Figured I'd give it a go anyways. Okay, so we're gonna add some of the water here. Now this is where I differ. You're supposed to add tomato juice, and I used water. But I will have the recipe down below. Blended up the 2 things of tomatoes because it's kind of large, as well as some fresh peppers. I don't have no onions, so. This is really good. I would have liked it better with the Chex Mix. Like I said, it's just, I prefer Chex Mix. I like the texture of it. The bugles in this, however, was amazing. That was my favorite. That was also Lily's favorite. I definitely suggest that you add the original bugles if you make this. So good. But we're going to get some cleaning done here, and I figured we'd go ahead and include that before, you know, in between the getting the chili going to the end of being able to finish up the chili. This is a different recipe than we usually use, so I will be adding noodles to it later. Now, I know some people add noodles to chili. I think it's good either way. Growing up, my family always put elbow macaroni in our spaghetti. What? No. We always put elbow macaroni in our chili. And then I know growing up in like elementary school, well, I guess all through school, there was spaghetti noodles in chili in school too, and I always really liked that. Well, when I ate lunch at school, you know. But we're gonna do it. I really like the name of the recipe. Like I said, that's what drew me in. It is called Hillbilly Chili, and then it had noodles in it, and I knew it was gonna be good, and it gave me an excuse to add noodles to my chili. So yeah, it was really good, by the way. But I am just getting ready for Christmas decorating in here in the family room. This is the area that I always struggle with, well, all times of year, but definitely during the holidays, because I'm not sure what I want to do, how I want to set up stuff and all of that. So I figured I would just include a little bit of the cleaning of this room, and in the end, what my thoughts are on lots of things. And some change of plans that we had yet again, but you will notice that this room has like a piece of missing crown molding, and there's no baseboards, which we don't, when we take down the crown molding, and we don't put it back up because we're not a fan. But this wall is a hot mess. Like, there's more curtain here than there needs to be. We're just going to leave it at that for now. And I just really hate it. There's really bad imperfections. I don't think the camera catches it like real life catches it. And so this evening, when I was filming this, you know, that same day, whatever, when John got home from work, he helped me move some stuff around, and I told him that as soon as Christmas was over, our first New Year project is I wanted to get this wall complete. I told him he could just hang the drywall, get it screwed up, and then I would do the rest, because I know how to do like drywall work and all of that. Not as good at it as he is, but I can do it. But I can't hang up the drywall because I'm too big of a wimp to hold it up and get it straight and cut it and all that. So I'm hoping that we both actually stick with it. Hopefully we can stick with that so I can get it ready for getting this area ready for all things for baby. This is the room that Jonathan and Kim spend most of the time in when they're here. And I figured if baby is here and we're watching her, this will be a good room for her to be in, all of her stuff to be, since I do spend so much of my time in the kitchen. So, you know, having her area set up right by the kitchen will also be helpful to me. So I got it all nice and cleaned up in here. I wanted to go ahead and get started with some decorating today, but I would put that off. I'm not in the mood for that at the moment. I'm pretty sure that I am going to put up the big tree. Last year I said the same thing. I'm not sure if we're going to put up our big tree, our 12-foot tree. And then I ended up putting it up. And I just feel, I don't know, the more I think about it, it just doesn't seem right to not put it up. Just move that shelf, which, yeah, it's kind of a big deal. That is something else I'm going to have to do. Take out everything that's in there, put it on the table. The last time I got impatient and I moved it by myself and it scratched the floor, and John wasn't too happy about that. So I don't want to scratch the floor anymore. It's really heavy, and especially if you leave the stuff in it, it's really heavy, which I didn't leave the stuff in it when I moved it because it's got the glass doors, you know, stuff can hit it and break it. But I think I'm going to go ahead and empty it out, just put everything on the table, and on this table that we've got over here, I got some more stuff I got to do before we get started on that. And it'll definitely be the last thing that I do inside, probably. I want to get this area done. I moved the coffee bar over here yesterday. I just thought that maybe I could do that and kind of hide that shelf back there. It's just got like a little random stuff that we have to keep, want to keep. Plus some of John's animal mounts are back there, and I'm not the biggest fan of them. So that kind of hides them. And which the animal mounts are not the biggest deal. I mean, there's still plenty that we can see. I just figured it would help the room kind of flow. Now I'm kind of wishing I had a TV to put here. We had one on this wall back here. and we had it no time and it tore up. But if I had a TV for here, the kids that was sitting in here could watch TV, and even at the kitchen table. I don't know, I might eventually buy one. And then if I don't want it on the coffee bar, because I thought about moving the coffee bar to a different space, because I have plans for some of those drawers anyways, later on, once we start preparing for grandbaby to come around, well, you know, the arrival of her. So I don't know, I might move the coffee bar and keep it moved. I might not move it at all. We'll see. You'll know not long after I know. We'll leave it at that. But we're gonna just go ahead and finish up dinner for the evening. All that stuff cleaned out of there. Go ahead and get dinner finished up, and then we'll just be done for the day because I'm tired. All right, guys, and so the verdict on this, it was delicious, which I knew it would be. You know, it was one of those things I don't think you really could mess up. It was really good. We all, well, me and John really enjoyed it, and we actually ate the leftovers for lunch the next day, and it was probably better than the first time. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all next time. As always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Bye, friends.